Welcome to the Bellingham-Whatcom County League of Women Voter Interviews of Candidates for the Charter Review Commission. The League is a nonpartisan organization. We never support or oppose a party or a candidate. My name is Michelle Kopsha. My guest is Andrew Hansen, who is running for the Charter Review Commission from District 5. We are asking all candidates for this commission the same 3 questions. Each candidate has 2 minutes to answer each question, and the responses will be timed. All candidate interviews can be viewed on the League's website until after the election on November 5th, 2024. Candidate Hansen, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for agreeing to this interview and for seeking to serve in public office. The first question for you is, what should voters know about you that differentiates you from other Charter Review Commission candidates in your district?
Yeah, so I think to start, I am a lifelong resident of Ferndale, so I have deep roots in the community of Ferndale and the communities within District 5. For the last number of years, I have been gaining experience and participating in community organizing that has helped renters and workers and privacy work. And I believe that that experience and my roots in the community put me in a good position to advocate for changes to the county charter that I think will make our elections and our county representation more equitable. I have the I believe I have the experience to speak to a wide array of voters about the issues that are important to them and how those issues might be brought into the county charter, what kinds of things we can and can't address through the county charter. And I believe that in an age when we're more divided and more polarized than ever, I've been practicing the skill of being able to talk to people that disagree with me. And so bringing people together is something that I'm really passionate about, and helping bring people's voices into the review process is something I'm excited to do as one of your next charter review commissioners.
And for your second question, polls show that Americans are frustrated with polarization and political dialogue. Tell us about an experience in which you worked effectively with someone with a different approach, different values, or goals that were different from your own.
Yeah, so one of my one of the most recent experiences I would say is that I've been doing tenant organizing here in Ferndale. And while in the past I have worked in democratic circles, when I reach out to tenants here in Ferndale, I don't target any specific party or people with certain ideologies. And so I have been talking to a lot of people with very different ideas of how things should work, and especially very different ideas about national politics. But I'm excited to say that a lot of the people that I've been talking to and have been excited to be involved in the tenant organizing that I've been doing are people that I've disagreed with on a lot of different issues. People that may have voted for Trump in the past, while I didn't, and people that might be voting for Trump again this year, while I will also not be doing that. And I think that's important because, especially at the local level, I think that bringing people together and helping people realize that local issues and local government is where we can be most directly impactful, is going to help combat the tide of polarization. helping people meet each other face to face and realize that your neighbors are still people, and that we're a part of a lot of the same communities is really important. And I think I'm excited to continue doing that through the charter review process.
And here's your third and final question. If elected, what issues would you focus on during the charter review process?
Yeah, so I think the biggest one for me is that I think we need to move towards a system of ranked choice voting. Um, a lot of democracies around the world have some form of um, single transferable vote or ranked choice voting, and uh, I think it's the future of our democracy. Currently, the state, I think it's up for debate whether or not the state allows for charter counties to hold ranked choice voting elections in the general election, but I know we are allowed to do it in the primary. Um, I know that in the past, concerns about whether or not our current election systems and technologies have the capability to do ranked choice voting. But I'm excited to have read that a lot of the systems that the county auditors use in Washington and Oregon have been updated with the technologies and systems to hold those kinds of elections. So I think it's something that naturally we're moving towards. Other counties and other municipalities around the country are doing it. I think famously Alaska is one of the first states to hold statewide ranked choice voting, and they've been doing so for the last 2 years. So that's my number one issue. I also believe that we should look at whether or not it would be appropriate to change the composition of our county districts and do proportional representation, because I believe that a lot of the time there are lots of people in each district that are left out of the conversation when we only have one winner. So I think that's important as well. And then finally, I would like to revisit a code of ethics for county employees, given some of the concerns and issues we've had with ethics and harassment in the past in the county.
Again, thank you for providing the public with your views and your values. Viewers, please remember to vote on November 5th or by November 5th. If you are mailing your ballot, it must be postmarked by that date. And I would encourage people, if you're using a mailing box, to get your ballot mailed at least a week before November 5th. If you plan on using a ballot box, your ballot must be submitted by 8 p.m. on November 5th. For more information, please see votewa.gov, that is votewa.gov. Thanks very much, and don't forget to vote.
Thank you, Michelle.